Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining us, what a treat we've got for you tonight. The fourth-ranked team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Wahine, taking on the youthful Idaho Vandals. We're in War Memorial Coliseum. I'm Sam Gore, along with former Southern California volleyball captain Kelly Tennant. Hawaii has swept Idaho their last 4 matches, but Idaho is hanging tough here in the first set. Idaho was picked to finish 6th in the WAC, surpassing expectations, in 4th place right now, and of course Hawaii has dominated this conference pretty much since joining it. 31 straight conference wins streak for Hawaii. And that's a good look at Brittany Hewitt, one of the top players in the country, giving Hawaii that point. And the Rainbow Wahine closing in on the first set, 4 points away. Alex Seeley with the kill for Idaho. Here's our standings, no surprise. Hawaii sits atop the WAC. Idaho, again, picked to finish 6th, surpassing expectations in 4th right now. Remember, this is significant because only the top 6 teams make it to the WAC tournament in Las Vegas next month. Great rally, and Danielson cannot get Hawaii that point. Danielson, the preseason player of the year in this conference, and a first-team All-American.
And Idaho is doing such a good job of just focusing on point by point. Just get this 1 point, and then we'll move on to the next one, and that's what's keeping them in this game right now.
Idaho trailed by 6 earlier in the set. Danielson shouldering this team and moving the Rainbow Wahine up by 3, trying to get to 25, win by 2 to win this opening set. It's a best-of-5 set match. And it's been a long time since Idaho's even taken a set off Hawaii. Idaho continues to hang. Allison Walker, the redshirt freshman from Othello, Washington.
And that's the smart thing to do. Give it to the middle blocker who's playing in the back row. 9 times out of 10, they're not the best passers. And I'm not knocking Hewitt because I was one of those middle blockers that wasn't as good. And I got all of those passes. It wasn't very efficient.
Hartong with the kill. Hawaii looking for a set point as Danny Mafua, the veteran setter, back to serve. Preseason All-WAC, last year first team All-WAC. Danielson. We say it over and over again, a high volleyball IQ. She shows you a little bit of everything, and she's just given Hawaii a set point.
She's able to go up and get a kill with her left hand around the antenna. How do you do that?
Danielson does a little bit of everything. One of the best players in the country, in fact. Hawaii ranked number 4 in the nation. And hello, everyone. Sam Gore. We see you from way up top here in Memorial Coliseum. I'm alongside former USC volleyball captain Kelly Tennant. No surprise that Hawaii's on top of the WAC, and also no surprise that they're riding this tidal wave of success behind Kanani Danielson.
They are. Kanani Danielson is so good. She was WAC Player of the Year last year, and she's really just a solid force on the outside for them. Not only is she getting set in the front row, but you see her getting set in the back row. She's able to block. She's a great passer for them. She really does it all, and she's a leader.
Well, Danielson and Hawaii will have to deal tonight with one of the best blocking teams in the country, the Idaho Vandals.
Idaho's number 12 this year in blocking, and they're getting 2.8 blocks per set. And they are just a dominant force up there. And for them to compete tonight, they have to block well. There's no question about it.
It's just sort of bred in this program. Last year, Idaho led the nation in blocking, graduated a lot of players. Coach Buchanan wasn't sure what sort of blocking they would have this year, and all of a sudden they're among the nation's leaders again.
They're so good, and they're just still an up-and-coming program. They're working so hard every year. They're taking top teams to 5 sets. That's what you have to do to move forward and get better each year.
It is set point for Hawaii. Danny Mafua to serve. Danielson goes into the scorer's table. Still alive. Oh, what an end to the set. Kanani Danielson does it all in that point. Wow.
That was so impressive.
Check this out. That's Danielson. She keeps the team in the point and then ultimately ends the entire set with that swing.
I mean, the athleticism that you have to be able to run off the court, jump on something, come back, pass the ball, transition, and get a kill. And you see her, well, she has water on her now, but she's dripping sweat because she works so hard.
Yeah, don't cool off, Kanani. We want to see more. Hawaii wins the opening set. We'll be right back. We're in beautiful Moscow, Idaho, where some great volleyball is being played inside that building. The University of Hawaii, ranked 4th in the country, has 2 of the top players in the country on its roster. And these fans, along with you at home, getting to see this tonight. Hewitt and Danielson.
And Hewitt hitting 286. She has 4 kills. She's doing such a good job. And you look at Danielson, and she just does everything for Hawaii. And not only does she have 8 kills, but she's hitting 400, which means she's low error, and she's really carrying the offense for Hawaii.
Here's a look at the overall first set stats. Hawaii out hitting Idaho 262 to 212. But again, it's Idaho out blocking Hawaii 2-1.
It's amazing. They are just going back and forth with the blocks, but it is the blocking that is keeping Idaho in this match.
Hey, that was a fun first set. Idaho looked like it was out of it early, fought back. Hawaii had to put away the Vandals, and Kanani Danielson really shouldered this team toward the end of that set.
It's really about keeping your errors low in these kinds of matches, because the second either team starts making more errors, they're allowing the other team to come in, and that's what Hawaii did. They made a few errors. Idaho crept in, took advantage, and ran with it.
Allison Walker, the redshirt freshman, with 4 kills. And Walker averages that per set. She's 4th in the WAC in that category, kills per set. We're set to begin set number 2. Emily Maeda, sophomore defensive specialist from Oahu, back to start us off. And some miscommunication there by Idaho to start the set.
That's the tough thing. Hawaii is very good at out-of-system plays, but Idaho is not, and that's just the youth really coming out. They need to communicate on those plays, and when I say out-of-system, I mean it's a bad pass, the setter's scrambling to try and make a play, and usually someone else has to step in and take control.
Well, and it's a young Idaho team as well, so they're not quite used to playing together, as 11 of the 15 are underclassmen. Overall, between these two programs, Hawaii's never lost to Idaho, and in fact has swept the last 4 matches, including obviously 3 they played last year as they played in the tournament. But Idaho's looking good. I think the future is very bright for this Idaho program, regardless of what happens here tonight. We're still a long way from settling it. Out of the back row comes Milo. Danielson. It's not always all about power. To me, she's one of the most electrifying players in the country, but I love her mix. I love the off-speed she uses as well.
She does such a good job of tipping, roll shots, hitting. She tricks everyone because most of the time she does a good job of looking like she's going to swing away, and then she just takes a little off, and that's how she really messes with the opponent's defense every night.
Well, speaking of swinging away, Seeley gets the kill for Idaho, and we're tied at 2 here after the first 4 points. Janelle Chow is back to serve for Idaho. Our first look at Chow, 5'8" sophomore from Mercer Island, Washington. Hartong with the kill for Hawaii. Emily Hartong, one of the freshmen on this Hawaii team making an impact. The other is Michelle Weber. And It's, you have to be pretty darn good to make an impact as a freshman in this program, let me tell you. Milo keeps it alive, sent over by Church. And the hammer again by Hartong. She's hot here to start the second set.
She has a nice fast swing. She doesn't get up as high as Hewitt because she's not as tall, but the second she's up in the air, she pulls the trigger and swings.
She hit 714 against Nevada this year. That was the highest hitting percentage for a freshman since the year 2000. Satelli, whose mother played for Dave Shoji, won 2 national championships when she was in the program, hoping her daughter can repeat that. She transferred into Hawaii from St. Mary's, was an all-conference player at St. Mary's. A lot of football in that family as well. Father and both brothers played for the Hawaii football team. Hartong again.
Again, she's just up too early and too quick for Idaho to really do anything about it. They have to make that adjustment and get up earlier.
So many weapons for this Hawaii team as Hawaii takes a 6-2 lead into this timeout as we play in War Memorial Arena, one of the most unique venues in college volleyball. It's been a very successful place for Idaho. We'll tell you a little bit more about it when we return. Well, again, we're in a very unique facility, War Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Idaho. This building has been around since the 20s and has that Hoosiers type feel in here. Seats only 1,500, opened in 1928. It's a memorial to World War I, but it was voted the best WAC venue in 2008. They won 49 straight home matches here back in the early to mid 90s, and in fact, Idaho is the second most successful team in the WAC at home behind only Hawaii. So it's been a very good facility here. And they've tried to make some changes to it over the years, but it's just plain concrete, tough to remodel, and I don't know why you would. This is a great facility here.